Somewhere along the line, we started believing that our worth came from what we handled, what we could fix, and what we could give. But let me remind you of something today. You were worthy before you became everyone's caretaker, the planner, the peacemaker, the strong one. You are more than what you carry. Let's spend a few minutes remembering that today. Find a comfortable seat. You were worthy before you became. Before we move, just notice how much you're holding today. Not in your hands, but in your mind. The conversations, the responsibilities, the expectations. You don't have to solve any of them right now. Just breathe. Place one hand on your heart and one on your belly, concentrating on your exhale being longer than your inhale. Now we're going to come into child's pose. I recommend supported child's pose using a bolster or a pillow. Take the knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch. Nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, fold over your pillow or bolster, reaching your arms out in front of you. Child's pose asks us to surrender, but surrender isn't quitting. It's choosing to stop gripping so tightly. Your body knows the difference. Stay here for several breaths. Gently start to walk your hands in towards you. And if you're using your pillow or bolster, you can set that to the side. We're going to move into melting heart, sliding the hands and the arms out in front of you, melting the chest, the chin down towards the mat. Hips stay up in the air. Think about how often you give your heart away to your family, your work, your friends. Everyone gets a piece of you. This is your chance to receive some of that care back. Gently begin walking your hands in, and we're going to set up for supported Sphinx, laying on the belly with a pillow or a bolster underneath your chest, elbows and forearms on the ground in front of you. Strength doesn't always look like pushing harder. Sometimes strength is staying open without carrying everyone else's emotions too. Stay here for a few breaths. Gently bring yourself up. And next, we're going to move into supported butterfly. Here, you can use support either underneath your back using a pillow or a bolster, or simply laying flat on the ground and maybe using a little support for both of your knees with a pillow or yoga block. You were never meant to earn love by exhausting yourself. Hear that again. You were never meant to earn love by sacrificing yourself. Take your hands and guide your knees back to center. Then windshield wiper the knees back and forth to remove any tension in the lower back. If you have a pillow or a bolster underneath your back, remove that. And then we're going to go into Happy Baby. Soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, knees bent, coming in towards your armpits. You can grab the tip of the toes or the inner outer blades of the feet, and maybe you rock side to side. Children don't question whether they're worthy. Somewhere along the way, many of us learned that being useful mattered more than simply being ourselves. Maybe today we remember something we forgot. Next, we'll move to the pose, legs up the wall. If you have empty wall space, go ahead and scoot yourself up to that. If not, just elevating your legs anywhere, up on a pillow, up on a chair, or your couch. Imagine setting every responsibility beside the wall, just for these few minutes. They'll still be there later, but you don't have to carry them every second of every day. And now we'll move into our final pose of the practice. Bring your legs down from whatever you have them rested on and set yourself up for Savasana. However, that may look for you. Maybe you have a pillow underneath your knees. Maybe you place the eye pillow over your eyes or cover yourself with a blanket. There is nothing left to accomplish, no one to take care of, no one to impress, nothing to fix. For these next few moments, simply exist because that's the version of you is enough too. Gently bring your awareness back to your body and back to your breath. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers, maybe circling out the wrists and the ankles. And then, if it feels good, give yourself a nice good morning stretch. And then roll over onto one side in a fetal position and stay here for a few more breaths. If this practice helped you breathe a little easier today, I'd love to have you here each week. Every Wednesday, we continue this journey together because healing isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before you believed your worth depended on how much you could carry. Until next time, Keep rooting into yourself before you rise for everyone else.